So day 2, the dyno day, I knew I had some ground to make up since the trucks, you know, in the later hours of race day had knocked me down to 5th or 6th place. I knew I had some ground to make up on the dyno, and that's where my truck shines is on the dyno. So we get there early, draw numbers and all that stuff. The truck's already set up, the dyno. It's just, we're just waiting our turn, you know. And so anyway, we get it up on the rollers and get everything set, and Cody, the operator of the dyno, sets me up to where I normally run and stuff like that. And it's been a while since I've been on the dyno, and it's been a long time since I had a 48 in the truck. So it was kind of new, kind of wasn't new, but it was trying to refresh myself on how I operated that truck on the dyno when it had the 48 in it. So we get it up there, get it going through the gears and everything, get set up, and first pass, the load comes on, and I should have got out of it, you know, because it started pulling the truck way down. So I just kept bumping it with nitrous, and it finally pulled through it a little bit, and I hit it with the second stage of spray. That's when the rocker popped, and that pretty well, and I knew something had went in the valve train because the truck was idling on a couple cylinders. And so we popped the hood off and pulled the valve cover and checked to see, and of course it had, I thought it just pulled the bridges off, and actually it had broken the rockers completely in half. So at that point I said, well, we can't get it fixed, so we're only allotted like 20 minutes once we're strapped down and the dyno's set. You only get 20 minutes to do your run, and then you're done. So at that point, you know, I was pretty down on myself, you know, because I know the truck has a lot more in it. I'm shooting for 3,000. I know the truck will do 2,600 horse. You know, it's done it before, so it should at least back up what it's done. And I was really shooting for, you know, somewhere between 25 and 3,000 horse. And when it did that, it was kind of a bum deal. So at that point, we got the truck off the rollers and back to the pits, and I ran up to our booth we had set up in the DPI show and pulled 2, you know, intake and exhaust rocker off of our display engine, our backup engine, and put them on and fired the truck up and ran perfectly fine. At that point, I knew the engine was still good. There's only one event left, so let's get geared up and get ready for the sled pull.